Thank you. It was okay. Tell him I'm just trying to figure out what.
Oh shit! You
So
stopped
with
talking.
the delay of going live, yes, I saw that. It immediately
You-
went from
you
like
stopped-
1 second to 20.
Yeah, you stopped talking though, which is the worst part. And we're live.
Yes.
Welcome to the Zac Yak Pack on the Jaggers Juxtaplooza. I'm your host, Zach.
I'm the other Zach. I'm supposed to be your host. I hope I'm your host. Yes, I am your host. Co-host. Your co-host.
Are you sure you're here?
Physically, probably not mentally, but am I ever mentally?
Well, if you have not yet, make sure to use that hashtag Don't Be a Nick. You can follow us on the Facebook at the Jaggers Juxtaplooza. You can follow me on Instagram at MPJags. You can follow the other Zach at.
We have official merchandise at cafepress.com/Jaggers Juxtaplooza. And please don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you know when we're going live. And it will help us out with the algorithms and become more popular, mainly reach more people.
Needless to say, I have tried inviting some people on the show. Nobody responds. Or the one person, I'm in Santa Monica, California right now. It's like, I'm sorry. So,
I noticed a different background.
I shifted.
You shifted.
Literally, I shifted from one couch to the other because
Oh,
children were in the way.
Children, okay.
Yeah, I need to eat food or whatever. I don't know. It's nonsense.
What's food?
That's what I was wondering.
Sorry, Pete. I'm off my own world.
Hold on, let's do this.
Uh-oh. What's this? Hold on, we'll do this. What does that mean? Because obviously,
Anyways,
in case nobody knows it, my phone crapped out like literally 3 minutes before the show.
Like, what do you mean, like died?
Yeah, like I can't turn it on or anything like that. It was originally like 45% battery. I've had it plugged in the entire time. Still won't hard reset or anything.
So you have to go get a new phone tomorrow.
Yeah, quite possibly. I'm not looking.
Didn't you just get this super phone that you've been going on and on and on about?
Well, it's not necessarily like a complete super phone. I wouldn't put it that way. It's just one that I can. Yeah, one that should have held up. Put it that way. What do we got there?
My crack.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
no, this one doesn't have a crack or a scratch.
But the point being, though, this is my iPhone. My iPhone's holding up better than your phone. This is like your third phone since I got this phone.
This is a Kyocera this time.
Well, but still, that's your third phone since I got this phone.
Tried to hard reset it again. Supposedly, you hold in on the power key for long enough and it'll just whatever. And then press it again and it should power up. Nope, nothing. Okay.
Have you tried the hammer?
That's not going to work on that one because it's got an actual sapphire screen.
So, bigger hammer. But the question is, did you notice our episode title?
No, because it does not show me that over here.
It's Zac Yak Pack, episode 26.
Okay.
Cat food lasagna.
Cat food lasagna. Okay.
Cat food lasagna.
How?
It's gross.
Literally, we bought this Walmart lasagna, right? Not like Sam's Club or Sam's Choice, but like Walmart over in like the where they
Great
keep
value
the
or whatever it is.
No, yeah, well, but no, it's where they keep the deli, right?
Okay.
That,
like the stuff that they made for you to take home and bake yourself at the deli.
Right? Yeah, like the pizzas and everything, right?
Yeah.
You know when you open a can of cat food,
Okay.
That's what it
smell.
smelled and tasted like.
It tasted like that too after you cooked
tasted
it?
like that
It's
too.
nasty.
Yeah, it kind of like when you took a solid bite of it, it was like, okay, this is different. But if you like barely like I had some on my finger, then you know how you like lick your finger?
Yeah.
And it tasted like what the cat food does.
Now, here's a question for you. Now, this begs a few questions.
I grew up with 13 cats and a dog in a house trailer. When you open enough cans of cat food and there's a bunch of cats swarming you, sometimes it splatters. It will end up on your lips.
Okay, so you've wound up being at the point where there was cat food in the house and you had to eat cat food instead of regular food.
No.
No, okay.
My parents actually, like, I know things were
I
rough
know
when I
better.
was-
I'm just being
No.
smart.
I know things were rough, probably more rough when I was a kid than what I realized. But like, we never had the power turned off or anything. But I never,
Yeah.
I'm like, it wasn't until years later I go, wow, how the fuck did we do some of this stuff? Because like, I consciously am able to go, my parents only made this much money. How did
Yeah.
we? And the bills were this. How did we do anything? And like, I'm actually impressed. But no, we never went without food when I was growing up. I have as an adult gone without food due to
Yes.
finances, but that never have my kids ever had to experience that.
Yeah, and
Well, it came close when it hit that -40, and it's like, how are we gonna cook anything? You know, that was like,
yeah, and that's why, like, you know, even though I don't necessarily have a gas grill anymore, I do have that flamethrower like blowtorch weed burner, and you know, if worse comes to worse, you can poke a hole in a can and heat it up with that.
right.
Yeah.
Like in the house we bought now, I'd have to probably. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we have a camp stove in the. We got the camper where I can use the actual stove in it, where I just hooked the propane tank, but I don't have one of like the portable camp stoves. I actually thinking about it, I probably need to get one. But as much as they're dangerous, I need to break down and get a kerosene heater too.
Yeah.
Just in case the power goes out, because the problem is kerosene's starting to get pricey. I kind of wish the one guy I tried inviting on could come on. I don't know if he will or not. He works for a gas company, and
I will say I actually found
he's the one who told me,
here
hey,
locally under 3.5.
Yeah, he told me because he follows a lot more of like the news and the policies that affect everything there. He's like, fill up on your propane now. I was like, okay. He's like, and your car, then your gas cans. And I was like, the fuck?
And you know, there's a lot of talk going on. I've heard mixed reports on stuff where, like, not just that advice, but advice where you know, what type of goods not to expect to be on the shelves here in a couple months.
What do you mean not in a couple months? How about it's already starting?
Yeah, like, you know, if anybody had any hopes for any type of electronics for Christmas, you might as well cross those off the list. You're not going to be able to get them. That's the main thing right now that you see on the shelves, and it's like, what the heck? Like, say, I don't have the desire for it, but other people definitely do. Go try and find a new video game console right now. Name it. Go try and find it. It's hard to find them right now.
I mean, I got a Switch a couple months ago.
Yeah, but I'm talking now. Go into the stores, try and get a PlayStation 4 or 5, whatever, which 5, and then try and find an Xbox, anything like that. You're not going to really find them. And then if you go online and you're looking for them, you're going to see the prices hiked up to almost double. Not to mention, we're still having problems with getting vehicles manufactured everywhere because we need microchips. And yeah, regular vehicles take anywhere from 300 to 500, but an electric vehicle, I found this shocking. 3,000 to 5,000 of these same microchips, the little tiny bastards that you need for the cars. The electric vehicles take 10 times them. So it's one of those things where it's like, hey, Why don't some of these other manufacturers, just an idea, go ahead, go buy a Tesla and take the chips out of it. Put 10 of their vehicles on the road, no more than make their profit back. That's messed up, but hey.
You know what's more messed up than that, though?
Being a Nick?
No, that's a level way beyond. No, just more messed up.
Go for it.
My fucking lasagna tastes like cat food, like canned cat food, like the wet cat food, not like dry fucking cat food.
I thought you were going to say true and not a shot for the pressure.
No, that would be good right now. That would save that. I mean, we never would have
your Vaticath care with the lasagna.
If we had true and not a shot for the pressure, we would never have had the issue in Afghanistan that we've got going on right now. But because of failure of true and not a shot for the pressure, we don't even have that, and we can't even provide proper Vaticath care for all the refugees.
Yeah.
Russ currently at the game. So.
I'm actually glad we went back to those terms for one episode finally. You know, I mean, it's been a while since we used those terms. It feels
I won't
good.
be able to. I won't. He probably the one guy probably won't make it on. Apparently, he's doing a Magic the Gathering tournament, which, from what I understand, that's like a drug habit.
So he's single?
No.
Okay. How's he got the time for that?
He's married with 2 kids.
How's he got the time for that shit? I want to know.
His wife looked and said, "Get the fuck out of the house and go play your Magic game."
Oh.
No, out of all realism, because they both work. They're not like with you and me, like our spouses, and it's partially we spent so long in the Army. Our spouses, like their entire life surrounds around ours. Where like they literally can't go anywhere without you. Oh wait, no, that's you. My wife has cars. 2 of them. Needless to say, what I'm getting at was out of all realism, like family time, like we don't know how to you and I would rather function with our family right there. As annoying as it is, we go, I need some time to myself. That time's literally like, let me go climb in bed and take a nap. Like that to us is time to ourselves.
Or like kind of right now is really our only time to ourselves in a way.
So I mean, like for us, it's like, you know, hey, let me wake up, have my cup of coffee, you know, and then let all hell break loose, you know.
Let me have my coffee. Let me start to help out before everybody's awake, and then okay, game on.
Yeah, but then we also work long hours too. Whereas like this guy, I mean, he works some messed up shifts. I mean, because like if he covers for somebody else, it means he's literally covering a night shift. You know,
Yeah.
So for him, you know, it's doing a day shift and a night shift, and then every 5 months they swap days and nights. So for him, when what he was saying he does is when, you know, he's on night shift, even on his days off, he has to keep the same sleep schedule because it's, you know, for 5 days, 5 months straight. Yeah. And so while he's doing that, you know, because he still gets time with his family mixed into his schedule. But then it's, hey, I'm going to stay up. So, hey, I'll go up and do this. So,
yeah.
And then he said he got into the D&D because of during COVID, there's like 3 people playing Magic, and he's like, so they're doing D&D. Well, I need something to do, so he started playing D&D.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So and apparently the last time his wife heard from him today was like 4:00.
Oh, nice.
It's a tournament. I mean,
nice.
I just found that out because my wife's friends with his wife. But no, they're the high school sweetheart thing. You know, they've been married freaking too many damn years, and had that breakup. But then in college, we're together all the way up through into their careers now. You know, and I'm sitting here like, good, like lucky for you. I wish I could stay the same.
You know what? What if she's telling him to go like that just to keep the relationship in good standing, needing distance? I mean, that's a question.
no. I mean, well, there's that, but they both have full-time jobs, so it's not even
yes.
that. But no, it's like with me, it's I look and go, okay, well, I can't be high school sweethearts with my wife because there's a 6-year age difference. That's not legal at all when you're still in high
When you
school.
put it like that, that's yeah. I'm in the same type of boat. So yeah, that's kind of disturbing when you put it like that.
I know people with a 20-year age difference, a 30-year age difference even. And it's like, yeah, okay. You definitely weren't dating and each other in high school. Because if one was, the other wasn't born yet, and if the other was, well, then it's a real big problem.
Yeah. Probably not even thought of at that point.
No, and in some states, actually, if they're still in high school, even if they're 18, it starts getting sketchy.
Yeah. Oh, I already finished one on the show. Okay. Just realized that. Anyhow. Oh, so we'll see if next week, with my phone issues, if we have a Verizon customer service story to go with it.
That would be nice. You have to go in tomorrow.
Yes, I do have to go in there tomorrow now. I mean, it's one additional thing on my list. Obviously, as well, I had mentioned last week about home improvement project type videos. I can't even make this crap up, okay? And I don't even get it. And you with your background as well, with the military and all, have had these issues as well where, like, literally you plan to do a project and then that morning you wake up. So I'm talking my own last Sunday or this past Sunday, drinking my coffee out in my garage, and I ended up taking a sip of the coffee and then turning, and all of a sudden everything in my neck all the way down in between my shoulder blades just locked up. It's like, what the heck? It's like, why? Now I can't hardly do anything today.
You want what in the world? My wife literally just set her wedding rings down in front of me and walked away.
Why?
She's dyeing her hair.
Oh,
but I just wanted to see the look on your face. That was
like,
priceless.
Why? Well, I mean,
because of this show, because Uncle Pineapple won't come visit. That's why.
Yeah. But yeah, it ended up. Yeah, no, I just didn't know if you were having another one of those types of moments that was kind of that bad. Anyhow,
no, I have an ex-wife that used to like toss her ring at me or like whatever, and then like storm off. And it as I get older, I realize that that is also a form of abuse. But like I would be like, no, this is not a freaking option. And by the way, what are you doing? Because we live literally like 25 hours away from home. Like this, like either we work it out or we at least need to have a longer discussion about this. And then she would go and hide, and then like where the fuck did you go? I haven't seen you in like a couple hours. Literally like hiding in the fucking closet. Like I just at a point I was like, I'm done fucking searching for you. The one time in the middle of Texas, middle of June, went in, even locked the doors because I always lock the doors to my Trailblazer, laid down in the Trailblazer, down in like the back where between the seats.
Yeah.
Down on the floorboard between the front and the back seats, and it was laying there, and I had no idea. It's like you realize you could have like died, right? Like it's like hot as fuck outside.
Yeah, that's really not a good idea.
The windows are up.
Yeah, that's really not a good idea to do.
Yeah.
How long?
I don't remember now.
Long enough to like have actually had major problems with, or not?
No. Never had to go to the hospital for it, but it was like 3 days before I deployed. So And I looked at my squad leader. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm getting divorced before this deployment is up. Needless to say, by September, we were filing for divorce.
Wonderful.
Right. But no, this wife, she sets her wedding rings down and then like goes to town because she either does the dishes or dyes her hair or something. And she's like, we get in the car and she'll be like, oh fuck, I forgot my rings. It's like whatever. Like, oh my god, we're all together going to the store, like, and you don't have your rings on. Oh, what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
That's all.
I'm trying to do something.
Did he
What I
ask
do?
you?
No, he just walks in.
But yeah,
What happened?
so needless to say,
What happened?
oh, I've got children being children.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Did my mute work this time?
Huh?
No. You know, I just realized something. I didn't mute a thing, did I?
No.
You know why?
What? Headset's not plugged in?
The headset was, but wasn't. Am I muted now? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I got to figure out how to switch it over because I don't like not being able to just like mute my mic as need be because I cannot see the mute buttons on this screen.
Oh, that sucks. Do 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 do. Do do do.
Okay.
I hear you now. If you're talking, hold on. Nope, nothing.
Good. I like it. Because what I like is when I do that, like if I use this button over here, right?
Yeah.
It shows you that I'm muted. If I
Yeah.
use this button right here.
Yeah, still can't hear you. So
Right. You don't know that I'm muted.
Yeah.
Other than looking at me. But if I lean over. You don't hear anything.
No,
Literally,
but that doesn't exactly look right.
Well,
the ugly's back.
What would look better is if, like, when I like took my hand and I just punched out, is if another hand showed up on your screen and just came in. I was just like, eh. Yeah, except I could see your shoulder. It didn't work.
Yeah. It's one of those. Okay, let's try it.
Hold on. Yeah, the timing really sucks, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we'll have to work on that one, I guess.
I'm being called for. Hold on. It's gonna take the show. Do the little like
Da.
No, the don't be a Nick thing.
Yeah. I'll go right on through that. Yep. Sure. Yep. You go do what you got to do there. Don't forget, we do have official merchandise at cafepress.com/Jaggers Juxtaplooza. Any type of crazy item you can think of, we have it on there with the logo and everything else. Don't be afraid to use the hashtag Don't Be a Nick. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/Jaggers Juxtaplooza. You can follow him on Instagram at MPJags. And I'm still without. So don't forget to hit the notification bell so that way you know when we go live or post anything. Subscribe, like, yes. Share with everybody you can, yes. Sounds like a really good idea. Somehow it looks like somebody pricked their finger and waiting for the spell from the spinning wheel to take effect. Yep, they pricked their finger all right. Now waiting for Maleficent to swoop in and take you away. What'd you do?
That was a kitten.
Cat scratch fever.
It hook clawed.
Oh, is that what you had to get up and mess with? Was the kitten?
No. I came back, the kitten was in my spot, and I went to just swipe it away, and it went and grabbed a hold of my finger.
Yeah,
And,
we didn't even see that. I mean, that's messed up.
And as he went flying, his whole weight was attached to my finger through one claw.
Wonderful.
Yeah. I don't know how deep it got, but it's okay. I'm protected by some Gen
Plastic.
5 My Little Ponies.
Yeah, and plastic and everything else there, and
That's okay. We watched the new My Little Pony on Netflix.
oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to.
So there's more. There's now new My Little Ponies, huh?
Oh yeah. They never let it die. Hold on, I got to deal with a dog.
You have to what?
Oh, we've got a rule for our dogs. Don't lick yourself in the living room.
Okay.
I don't need to see them licking their crotch in the living room. They can go take their bath in another room.
Yeah.
Well, one of them decided that was what they needed to do.
Huh.
So he's now leaving the room. But no, what I got called out for was, what the fuck? I got a kitten, like, on top of the back of the shorter black dog. Like, it's like gnawing on the dog's back or something. I don't know what was going on there.
Jeez.
Like, side mounting the dog. Like, like the girls with skirts riding a horse. Side saddle.
Wow.
Yeah. But, yeah. Anyways, no, my wife called me out of the room because apparently her hair dye ended up on the kitchen floor.
Ooh, not good.
Yeah, I was like, well, nothing I can do about it.
You got a new colored floor now.
Well, for one, I'll end up redoing the whole kitchen here in a couple of years anyways. And two, I'll just take a magic eraser to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's all
Don't
stick
those work
tile.
awesome?
Yeah. It's all stick tile, though. So, I mean.
Yeah, so you don't have anything to worry about with getting it up.
No. Whereas, like, my bathroom is snap together bathroom tile. You know, like the snap together, like flooring.
Yeah.
Okay, this is actual. Like the 2 by, no, let's say, yeah, about 12 by
12 by 12 pieces.
No, like 12 by 24, 12 by 36 piece panels of flooring snapped together.
Okay.
Yeah, it's actually bathroom flooring, but they're larger floor tiles.
Huh.
Yeah, but it's a bitch to clean. I'd like to replace my...
What, does stuff wind up getting into cracks of it or whatever real bad?
Not really that. It's just, it's got a texture.
It's the
which
texture.
Is nice which is nice for a bathroom floor. You're less likely to fall. It's not a bad texture, but it's just like it's just enough that, like, imagine like fine-grained sandpaper. Like, try to clean something out of the inside of fine-grained sandpaper. Like that kind of.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that, but when you're trying to clean it, that's how that the best.
Yeah, like semi-porous or whatever surface.
Yeah. So
like a really smooth concrete type of deal.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
But my kitchen I've got to redo anyways. She needs more cupboard space. I really don't like the fact that okay, so above my cupboards, they built a box right around it that sticks out just about that far past the cupboard out and then up to the ceiling. And instead of the cupboards being all the way up the ceiling, which was common back in the day, I actually wish it had like the lattice rail or whatever, the little rail around it, so I could put like decorative stuff up there. Like when I grew up, that's where the coffee, like my mom's collection of coffee mugs went.
Yeah.
Now the problem is you can't see half of them, but
yeah, like you see the top edge of them or whatever, and then it's like, okay.
Yeah. Pretty much. So what I think I'll end up doing, I got to repaint all of it anyways. But when I do the cupboards, I'm tearing out all the cupboards and redoing them completely.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, sometimes that's actually easier. Just rip them out, put in new.
A lot of my doors are plastic. Like the drawers, they're plastic fronts or plastic basins. It's horrible. But I can't set a cereal box in the cupboard without having to lay it on its side.
Ew, that sucks.
Yeah. It's bad because the shelf is permanent. Like literally, you remember, like it's like a tongue and groove style, like a groove put in so you can slide the shelf in, right?
Yeah.
But it's in from the back, so it only comes 3/4 of the way into the cupboard.
Oh.
So there's no adjusting shelf height. So it's not even, hey, refinish.
Yeah, so when you saw my kitchen and how that pantry area was set up.
I'd already been talking about one of those. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're just like, bastard.
No, I'm looking and like, that's what I'm talking about. Like that's more of what I looked at my wife. It's like, that's what I'm talking about.
Where you open it up and the shelf comes out to you then.
Oh, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. That's whatever. That's just laziness. But no.
Well, I mean, it makes it kind of nice to where it's like, okay, boom, there it is. Or
yeah,
what
I
am
mean,
I looking for? Instead of loot, you just pull out a drawer.
One of my old houses, it was like a sliding shelf, so like a drawer, but it was just shelved and you'd slide out. Which sure, that's fine for like your upper shelves, but it's 6 1 half dozen the other. A lot of times you'll find you put too much weight in the thing and you're watching it like try to snap. So
yeah, that's how the bottom one is. I will admit that because that's got like all the heavy cans and stuff there.
Right. See my point exactly. My point. So, but no, it's one of those like I've got one wall that's going to get turned into that as I remodel the house in general. So as I add on, I can do the remodel.
So like some of the projects that we might wind up seeing, like coming from my area, like last week, it was supposed to involve replacing 2 pre-hung doors, interior ones. Yeah, obviously that didn't happen. But I got that project going on here in the next month or so. I want to replace the door going to the garage. And then a big project that I will have in the future. I'm going to put a 2-year time frame on this one. Possibly converting the garage to another bedroom and like a half bath. Possibly. Yes. I want to get it done within 2 years if I'm going to do it, though. And then, of course, the central AC needs replaced, but I'll pay somebody else to do that one because I don't want to mess that up.
Unless you go to the ductless.
Yeah, unless I go to the ductless type setup. And then with that, I'll just go ahead and rip everything out that's up in the ceiling and got drywall work. Drywall work's always fun. It sucks. I got to finish that up too, by the way. It's almost done. Almost done. I got to sand it.
Oh.
Got to sand it smooth. What are we checking out now?
Oh, I'm not. I'm trying to do a couple things. Let you talk. It's not often you carry the conversation.
So one of the first steps that I would have to do with the garage conversion, period, and one of the things I really should do with the garage, period, is go ahead and insulate in the ceiling there. So I'll have to climb up into the ceiling and go ahead and take care of that crap then.
No, I was sharing the show to Facebook pages.
Oh, there you go.
Thing you don't ever do. Share it with your friends. You tell everybody else to use that hashtag Don't Be a Nick, to follow us on Facebook at the Jaggers Juxtaplooza, that they can follow me on Instagram, that they can follow you.
With the merchandise at cafepress.com/Jaggers Juxtaplooza, we carry anything and everything you can think of. Mugs, hoodies. We're starting to get into that colder weather. We really need those hoodies. So, multiple colors, multiple varieties. Go check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share.
That last part right there. Share. When was the last time you shared with anybody?
I talked to him about it.
But you don't actually share.
What was the comment that was made?
What do you mean?
Background.
That nothing to do with you.
Oh, it had to do with the hair dye? I didn't know if it had to do with me or not. That's all.
Yeah, Shasta, you're going to have to do it. You're
Is
right
it
next
purple?
to one. She's not hearing me, apparently.
What's up?
She needs a timer set. And she goes, yeah, can set a timer. But mine can't hear me because everything got piled over top of mine.
How long she need to go for?
45 minutes, but she needs to put it on her thing.
So at 9:22?
Now
So
she
at
hears
9:22.
Yeah,
What?
well, it's better if there's a timer to go off because otherwise you can burn your hair out.
Well, I mean, 45 minutes from that time was 9:22.
So you're a walking, talking timer, but you still can't.
I'm not a walking, talking timer.
Well, I noticed because you can't give me a time that you're coming out to visit.
Fucker.
Problem? Hang on the door. Now she's asking me where the magic eraser is.
Oh. What?
But no,
the
she
floor?
came out. She had a splotch of red hair dye from here to here.
Ooh.
It almost looked like the drink she had at freaking Applebee's today. So
Nice.
yeah.
So what all did you do for her birthday?
We went to Applebee's today.
I worked.
She got a new purse backpack thing. Just whatever. I just birthdays. Did our insurance go down this year? I mean, once you become an adult, birthdays aren't quite the same. It's nice that people acknowledge them, but it's we get what we want throughout the year anyways.
And honestly,
give us something that it's one thing. When do I have time to go shopping for my wife? Out of all honesty, it's just if you want something, get it. And she's like, I'm getting this for my birthday. Okay, get that for your birthday. I mean, what do I get a lady with a house and 2 cars? I mean, what can I get her at this point?
a supercharger for the Ford pickup.
I don't need a supercharger. It's not electric.
Easy.
Right, but you bought that. You said I'm getting this. Yeah,
A new camper.
Well, no, because we're debating: are we going to even get a new camper? We don't do anything. Like I'm not above staying in a hotel.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work to hook up. You have to find an open, available place to park the camper.
with the correct hookup for you, or at least be able to come and pump you out.
Right. So my point being, and that's if you're traveling in the summer. In the winter, it can be hard to find campsites.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of campgrounds that just completely close up for the winter.
Yeah. So it's one of those, it's like, is it worth getting a new one?
Unless it's Florida. Then you won't find any spaces.
Like, don't get me wrong. I like camping, but it's kind of a hassle.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that part of it has played out in my mind before. Like, if I were to get one, you know, it'd be nice and everything like that. But what are you going to do in the wintertime? Like, go to the truck stop, stay at the truck stop, and then go use the RV dump station?
If there's one available?
Flying J.
Well, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, where it's like, certain truck stops.
That's different. Some of these truck stops, you're not supposed to be staying in the camper.
True.
They don't want campers parking there.
No.
So that's my thing. Like, what are you going to do? Plus, you're hauling, like, look where you live. How often do you get banned from even hauling a camper?
Oh, in the winter? Yeah. Snow flies, boom. Nope. Park it.
I mean, so like I said, don't get me wrong. Camper's nice, but there's times I've thought maybe it'd be smarter to just get like one of the short school buses.
I've actually thought about, why not get the box off of a box truck and put it onto a flatbed trailer and convert that?
Why not just get an enclosed trailer and convert it?
You could probably get the box cheaper and the flatbed trailer cheaper.
No, depending. But my point being, and I know people that have converted that and then later go get a camper, but that's still the same concept as a camper.
Oh, yeah.
If I get like a short school bus, then I can put like beds in the back. It's an RV, but it's not paying.
You belong on a short bus.
Well, yeah, but it's literally so I can come transport you.
Yeah. Make sure it has the wheelchair lift.
I'm a professional driver.
I'm going to need it eventually.
I'll just back up to the hill, and we'll just roll you in.
Because he's never visiting you, Zach. He doesn't like you.
But if I have a short school bus, I can actually take and park that in like a hotel parking lot.
True.
So I can go rent my hotel room. Is it called renting a hotel room?
What's the difference?
Pretty much. So, but I can go get my hotel room. I've got our means of transportation parked there, and we're still able to travel around. Like I can literally turn it into like a little, casual place for everybody to sit while we're moving.
If you get a full-size school bus, you could go ahead and put a car ramp on the back side of it and take your car with you.
If I can find parking.
Just take up like 10, 20 spaces. Nobody cares.
Get a car dolly.
Yeah.
Or an Uber.
Uber.
But no, so the point being though, if I got a short school bus and I converted it properly, right?
Yeah.
I could literally go oh, hey, we're going to drive out to go see the other Zach. And we drive out there. I can park that in your driveway, and it doesn't take up all that much space.
No. And you could do like purely the essentials and put like triple stack bunk beds in it.
Yeah. And I literally could be like, oh, hey, we're going out there.
And I thought of a name for it if you keep it yellow. If you do the triple stack bunk beds, you have to do that. You have to pack them in tight, okay? Call it the Yellow Submarine.
I'll give you that.
Oh, shit.
The problem is, do I put a screen door on my submarine?
If it pours down rain like it's been doing here the past few days at times, oh my God, it would be a submarine. Everything around here is.
But see, the thing is, some of the places we went to go visit, would there be parking for me? Gettysburg would be a bitch to drive around.
If you actually had a short bus, it wouldn't be that bad.
Would it?
Nah, they actually
Possibly.
have like the basically short buses that converted with a trolley body on them. They run around there all day.
We just have to watch what roads we go on.
Not really.
There's a lot of idiot drivers, dude. All right.
You're telling me? Like,
But,
we went to my nephew's birthday party, which was supposed to happen last weekend, but everybody was sick over there. But we went tonight, and dude, I can't even make this shit up. And I didn't even go the whole way through town because they live just outside of downtown. Two different people, as we're going to there on a dual one-way street, dual lane one-way street, outside lane, coming into my lane and turning. It's like, the heck? I'm getting cut off just so you can make a turn because you're in the wrong freaking lane. This isn't even a big city.
Right.
It sucked. And then coming home, it happened twice too. It makes no sense to cut somebody off last second in order to make a turn.
Dealing with the Nintendo Switch issue.
Oh.
The other button.
But I will admit, it was actually an enjoyable time there. Girls had a good time there. Parker wasn't with us. His friend actually had an extra ticket to the Penn State game today. So he went up to the Penn State game.
So he didn't have to suffer through family events because somebody else had a ticket for a Penn State game?
Before the birthday party was actually rescheduled, he had already been offered to go, and those people actually did it to where, all right, this is your birthday gift from us because his birthday's coming up. So they had the extra ticket. And they're like, hey, we'll count this as your birthday gift. And took them along. Whatever. I can't argue. It's one of those.
I mean, you could.
Hey, dude, have you seen what the ticket prices are for a college football game nowadays?
I'm going to go with I don't watch college football.
No, I'm just saying, as far as like, it's something that he wanted to do. Have you seen how expensive these types of tickets are? Jesus. You're talking like $250 for the ticket to get in.
Look, I'll start watching football again when the XFL starts back up, okay?
Exactly.
Because The Rock is going to be involved in it. So,
as of a few years ago, I pretty much stopped watching any professional football. That's for sure.
To be honest, I stopped watching it in 2010. 2010 was the last year I actually watched. I watched a little bit in 2012.
Yeah, I want to say.
But my falling out was the year of 2011 was my falling out of football altogether. Yeah,
and I hate to say it, but with the military and everything like that, for me personally, it's made me realize that there's better things to do than to sit there and watch a sports game, period. It doesn't matter what it is on TV.
Yeah. I mean, that's where I had my come to Jesus moment, right? Where I was like, wow, I'm an angry person a lot. And why be so angry all the time? It took a few years for the anger to like chill out a lot more. But
you changed?
Yeah, right? That was
you changed?
I
mean, the only evidence of you changing that, okay, I'll give you this. The main evidence of that is when that guy got on the side of your truck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you didn't just go ahead and do like I said, where it's like throw the door open, throw them off of it, then jump from the cab with both feet towards them.
And even
I'm just saying,
6 years ago, I probably would have.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
When my wife started dating me, I had like a no bullshit temper with like, and not towards her. I wanted to make sure that we're clear on the YouTube, but like I was literally like, okay, fine, swing at me, fucker, because I'll fuck your world up. And it just, you know, go to the bar, people would always be wanting to start fights with me, and their friends would pull them away. And like I'm not a big guy. Like I am not a big scary guy. I still to this day don't know why. Like it's like, oh, okay, I'm walking over here where I know the pool cues are because I'm gonna break it over your head. And now I'm like, what's the fucking point of going to a bar? You know, like
yeah. So it still doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I took
pressing the key now that it should do the hard reset, and nope.
I mean, unless you count like B-dubs, Applebee's as like a bar. You know, I've taken my wife to one bar and it was a club, right? But it's a glorified bar. But I took her to that on a Thursday night, you know, and nobody's there, and she drank way more than what I would have expected somebody to do and not have a hangover in about half an hour to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Let alone not be slurring their speech.
So she's your triple D is what you're saying when it comes down to it.
All I know is I know the bartender personally. Like they were not lightly poured drinks. Let's go with that.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, if it came down to it, she'd be your designated drunk driver. I'm not advocating it at all.
Right. No. But yeah. She probably could drive as though she.
Seriously, I'm not advocating it at all because I mean,
right.
Like with us drinking right now, we're in our houses. We stay put. We don't do shit. Like if we have a drink, that's it. You know, one with a meal while we're out, but anything more than that, you're staying there.
Yeah, and even that, like today, we went to Applebee's. You know, I got it but my drink comes right at the beginning of the meal, right? Like when you first get there, right? Our appetizer hasn't even shown up. And it's in a tall glass, and I only drink like half the damn thing.
Wow. Yep. I mean, I'll go ahead and drink the whole damn thing with the meal.
Yeah, it's just like, no, I mean, it's how it went down with the meal. Everything came timed perfect where I'm not just like, I'm casually drinking my drink, and the food came timed perfectly that really, had I wanted to, I would have finished that drink by the end of the meal. But I was like, I'm about to drive. We got to go grocery shopping, everything else, all right in this vicinity. It's like, I look at how long we've been there. It's like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm not going to down the rest of this right before I go climb into a car. You know, it's a double shot, but it's in their tall Applebee's glasses, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, needless to say, I don't.
Yeah, with that one I could understand, you know, because I mean you're talking a mixed drink with hard liquor there as opposed to like a tall beer.
Right. No, we're talking a mixed drink, double shotted, and it's like I still have to go grocery shopping. We're 45 minutes from the house, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm not. Yeah, I'll drink tonight. I had the mixed drink mostly because I'm having a steak.
There you go.
Tell you what, when you burp up their Cajun freaking Cajun steak, what is it, Bourbon Street steak or whatever, they're at Applebee, does not. Don't let it come back up. You can smell the spices again, and it's not a good mix. It's not a good mix.
Oh. Words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
Saying. I probably should have just gone with the regular 8-ounce steak, but you know.
Yeah, I
It is what
actually,
it is.
I haven't been to Applebee's in such a long time. But whenever we went there, I used to get like the 8-ounce Parmesan sirloin with the shrimp. That actually sounds good right now.
The shrimp doesn't do it for me. I'm really not a big shrimp eater.
Yeah.
Breaded shrimp can be okay, but
Well, you're not really that big on seafood, period, though.
no, not really.
And I mean, you have the military to thank for that one because of the lobster tails.
Never tasted it.
Oh man, rubber. Yeah. If you were lucky enough to be on a place that had hot food all the damn time, Friday nights would be steak and lobster. And after seeing the cases and what they were stamped with, I think you agree with me. At that moment, you're like, nope, not eating this anymore.
Look, dude. All right, their chicken eggs come from hybrided chickens too. I'm sure. So, take the lowest grade of chicken and then ship it overseas. I'm sure it transports great.
Oh, it's probably like shelf stable for 20 years, like an MRE.
Yeah, but they're actually like hard eggs at times too.
Yeah.
There's no shelf stabling an actual egg. I'm not talking hard boiled eggs. I'm talking shells still.
Yeah.
There's no.
I'm just saying, they probably figured out a way to shelf stabilize a raw egg.
So I sent you a few links over the weekend or the week. Let's see. What'd I send you?
Well, first off, the latest link was to the show, which we need
to
hit like.
Oh, here's
subscribe.
one. Here's one. Hold on. Here's one. A kid in was it Kansas? Yeah, Kansas kid accidentally submits a desiccated lantern fly to the state fair.
Oh, let me look at this. I didn't even have a chance to read this shit.
Yeah, child submission to state fair results in federal investigation. Because
is that what kicked off that whole investigation there? Don't they have that backwards a little bit, saying H4 judges? Don't they mean 4H?
I don't know. It's Kansas. But it's all got to do like they're not investigating the child; they're investigating the fact that I like how they worded that clickbaity title, but they're literally investigating. Yeah,
they think it actually arrived out there on a camper.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get her?
She's like on the couch. But yeah. So fill us in on what these lantern flies are.
Okay, so you know what? I am going to actually go ahead and do screen share here on this one because honestly, you guys do need to not know everything about these damn things, but a little bit in case you actually see them. And the reason why, I'll tell you, these things, it's not just one type of crop. It's not just one type of tree or anything like that. These things will freaking plant that's out there and totally destroy the crops, everything. There's no natural predators for this thing here in the States. If I remember right, and I'll look it up to know for sure. I know it came from Southeast Asia. I think they were saying like Vietnam, in like a shipping container through the Philadelphia port. And they've just spread like wildfire over the past 3 years, all over PA, Maryland, even into Virginia. And they're destroying vineyards, they're destroying trees, they're destroying lumber, all sorts of crops. But here's what they look like as an adult. They're kind of weird looking and ugly looking, to be honest with you. But when they open up their wings and everything, they're bright red. Their wings are really bright red. But with this story here, literally what it looks like from what I'm gathering is he found it dead on the back patio, had never seen it before, and ended up submitting it into a 4-H fair, pretty much. And one of the members of the board recognized what it was and reported it to the USDA, so that way they could go and get a jump on it to try and track it down, how it's spreading and how much damage they're actually doing. There's areas over here where like the types of trees that they're attacking and everything, they're going ahead and just cutting the whole trees down around that area where they're infesting, just to try and stop them, to keep them from going after that type of crop. They're just completely wiping out the entire areas. At the same time, I will say, like, well, one of my deliveries in Allentown, I got really bored, and like in a 30-minute time frame, I squashed 40 of these little bastards just flying around there and landed on the concrete. They kind of jump and fly kind of like a grasshopper, and they can cover a fair amount of distance that way. Let me see if I can find something better on it.
Yeah, while you're doing that, we've got a few viewers now. So if you did not realize, we do our best to respond to the comments. So feel free to leave a comment, and we'll try to address it, as long as you're not trying to get us to say something that's just asinine to repeat.
Here's what these ugly little things look like with their wings spread.
That actually kind of looks neat.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. It's not something that.
It's better looking than your face.
Well, there's not much that's uglier than it. There's one that's fully spread right here. And the babies of this daggone thing, they're really weird looking. Yeah, this is what the babies look like. I mean, it looks like some sort of cross between a tick and like alien, you know?
Yeah.
But there is no plant that is known right now that they will not attack, eat, infest, destroy. With DOT, here's an interesting thing with them. With DOT, if you run into areas that are actually infested with these, you got to have a special permit that literally the permit just states that, hey, I know how to inspect my truck and make sure I'm not taking these little bastards outside of this area. At the same time, realistically, they're larger than stink bugs, but are you really going to be able to check an entire vehicle and not have one land on it and carry it outside of there by the time you're done checking the entire vehicle for these things?
Look at your messenger. Pull this up. Well, we'll unshare your screen first. Hold on.
I think I'm only sharing that one single tab, so it's good.
Okay. Well, just in case. Open up this article.
Ooh. Yeah, it's only shared that spotted lantern flash screen. So, yeah. Yeah, thinking about it, I wonder what the railroad's doing in order to deal with the spotted lanternflies.
Nothing. But yeah, go ahead, bring this up. But for those of you who are just tuning in,
Well, that sucks.
Zac Yak Pack and the Jaggers Juxtaplooza, just close out that tab that you got. Make sure to use that hashtag Don't Be a Nick. Follow us on the Facebook at the Jaggers Juxtaplooza. You can follow me on Instagram at MPJags. You can get our merchandise at cafepress.com/the Jaggers Juxtaplooza. Make sure to like, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell and share this with your friends because it's literally how we get any viewers. We are nowhere near big enough that YouTube is going to recommend us.
Ooh.
So, what can you not?
Yeah, you want to go ahead and talk about this one?
Yeah, if you bring it up, share the screen.
Okay, I gotta.
I've been telling you.
Yeah,
that
I
for the
gotta
last
switch
5
which one.
minutes.
Do. Breaking it up. So apparently, 7 minutes ago, we have an Amtrak train that has derailed in Montana. And these pictures, while it doesn't look like anything absolutely terrible,
No. It doesn't say, it's
as
just
far
says
as like
trapped.
gory,
No. It says people
it's
trapped inside.
bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. You know, seeing this, people are hurting it all. Let's close that pop up, whatever it is. It shouldn't have even popped up. But here we go.
At Newman University.
Pizza or salad? Which one?
What is
do you
it
think we'll have
doing?
for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
It automatically popped up with a commercial. No.
There we go.
I got
muted
rid of
you
it as quick as I could.
Yeah, I have no idea what that was, but I'm not advertising for other people.
It's
But,
one of those damn pop-ups.
Needless to say, I kind of want to write on Amtrak.
Do what?
I kind of want to be on Amtrak, though.
Oh?
It's a lot of fun. Have you ever been on Amtrak?
Not on Amtrak per se, but I have ridden multiple trains before.
No. Have you ridden with the sleeper, like one of the sleeper rooms?
The trains were faster over there, so no.
Yeah, no, dude, it's not the same. Like I literally rode on them where like the beds fold or the chairs fold up into beds.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a small little room, or you can get the bigger like family rooms. But then like back in the day, I don't know if they still have it or not. You had the food cab or the food car. You go down there and like you could sit, you could drink and whatever. They'll bring drinks to your room. You know, like
There
it
is
takes time to travel, but I mean it's still nice.
There is actually, like on the south side of DC, there's an Amtrak facility where you can actually load your car up into the train and then ride the train down to Florida or wherever,
Right.
but your car literally goes with you to your destination.
See, I didn't have that. I just know that when I went down to Texas to go live there. We took Amtrak, and I got to experience Amtrak. It was nice. It was actually like, other than the fact that I had to ride coach to get to Chicago, and then from Chicago got the sleeper. Like, it would have been nice to have just been on the right train to begin with, But
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah, and I mean, like I've ridden other trains for the metro areas, but I mean, they're not the same. They're not.
No,
You can't compare them.
no, even coach on Amtrak, like it's like the same as sitting in coach in an airplane. Just this tube sits on the ground instead of in the sky.
I figured it'd be like riding a bus in a way.
Kind of, yeah. Greyhound? Have you rode Greyhound?
Yes, we all have those Greyhound stories.
Not everybody has a Greyhound story.
Oh no. So I'm even trying to remember where the heck it was. I had to ride Greyhound from St. Louis down to Fort Leonard Wood. And, it wasn't too bad, I guess, if you look at it in one regard. In another regard, it's like it was weird. But the dead giveaway to all of it is, okay, here's this guy who's clean cut, clean shaven or whatever, and got duffel bags for baggage, throwing them underneath of a freaking bus to get onto it to go down to reclass, So, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, what the hell? Singled out and everybody like, oh, are you military? It's got weirded out by one or two of the people. I think maybe they were locals to the area down there around Fort Leonard Wood, so it kind of makes sense.
No, see, mine, I was like, okay, this makes sense, right? If I have to go to Chicago, right? Where would you want to take a Greyhound from? Fort Wayne or Toledo?
Toledo.
Why?
Because I don't know. I don't know the exact reason why I picked Toledo over Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne, though, I mean, Fort Wayne's kind of got a bad rap compared to Toledo.
No. Don't look at it that way. Look at travel time.
Yeah, so
if it say,
well, Toledo would actually be longer.
If you have the option because of where you reside to take Fort Wayne or Toledo, where would you go from? To Chicago.
If I was residing the area that you're at, I would choose Fort Wayne.
I did. I got on Greyhound in Fort Wayne.
Okay.
They took me to Toledo so they could pick people up to go to Chicago.
Oh, shoot. So their route literally went further out to pick people up to take them back. So you would have been better off just going to Toledo and had less time on the damn bus.
Mm-hmm.
And no layover there in Toledo either. I mean, it might have only been a couple minutes, but still.
Yeah, literally took me Fort Wayne to Toledo to Chicago.
You were probably cussing the whole time.
I was not thrilled. I was not thrilled.
At one point, we had a lot of good public transportation, and I'm talking before you and I were even thought of. And it's like, what the hell happened to it all? Every city had, every town, and even in between towns, you had trolleys. You had buses all over the place and everything. You had trains taking you everywhere.
Well, unless you lived in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah. But you guys probably still had a trolley at one point out in that area.
I lived in the middle of nowhere. What, the horse and buggy is going to take you from place to place? I mean, no. Like,
you get what I'm saying, though.
But no, they're actually looking now to do countywide transportation.
If it's anything like rapid transport, forget it.
My entire 30 years of life, I think I ever saw one taxi ever. And it was one single car ever. In this entire county. We don't even have Uber. We have DoorDash finally. We don't have Uber.
See, another reason I can't move out there. Wow. I went there.
Okay,
I wonder-
they're looking at doing where any time of day now there'll be county transportation. They're looking to fund that.
Just put a damn trolley line, make it classic, and go ahead and say, whatever bullshit claim.
No, they're talking from like town to town. Even
Yeah.
county transportation, where there'll be buses running from town to town.
Yeah. Imagine how much more fun it would be if it was a trolley, though.
I found my new career.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go drive bus for the county.
Imagine the stories you'd be able to tell.
Imagine the meth that I'd be calling the cops about.
Hopefully you don't find a person slumped back in the back.
Yeah, I ain't doing that job. Screw that.
Fuck.
The worst part is like heroin had become a big thing around here at one point too, and it's like, why? Why heroin? Like that's a rich man's drug for one. For two, it's dumb. Why? I mean, that became a thing. It was either heroin or meth. It's like, well, you got two opposite ends of the spectrum here. Lots of money or dirt cheap.
Ah. Got a comment there that you might want to see.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Just click on the bottom one so that way you can actually see it.
Yeah. But I can't read it. Read it. Yeah.
Oh, that one's for you, so.
No, you can't smell my breath.
You're not wrong. I like that one. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
My wife was trying to read the word and pronounce it right for hell of a. She's been doing a little bit of drinking, so it was not coming out the way she intended it to. So,
Now the question is, you do realize that's a brand of like type of chip dip too. I wonder if we could get them to sponsor this.
well, right now it reeks of Southern Comfort because I finished off my Jim Beam Devil's Cut. And I tell you, I was going to bring that up, but we were talking spotted lanternfly. And I'll tell you what, going from Jim Beam Devil's Cut with that nice, thick, wood,
That heavy oak finish.
Yeah.
Or, wait a minute, they use maple barrels, don't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maple. That heavy maple.
Yeah.
And then charred maple flavor.
Then to switch over to SoCo.
Yeah, that's a bad changeover.
That's all I have.
Of course, Of course, what? It was 4 weeks ago now that it was a SoCo for me.
So, yeah, let's put it this way, dude. Freaking, I'm telling you right now, like, that's all I've got. But I'll tell you, there is one worse whiskey that you can drink.
I can name a few.
I'll let you name and see if you can get. It's coming
Yukon
out.
Jack.
No. She's still typing it. Go ahead. You said you can name a few. You named one.
Bootleggers.
No.
That stuff's bad. I actually do not care for Old Smoky. I don't like Old Smoky.
There's worse.
But I know a lot of people that do like Old Smoky. I'm not going to knock you guys, but that's kind of crap. Yeah, Canadian. Yep.
Canadian Club.
Yeah. That's what was listed in the.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but Canadian Club tastes like freaking rubbing alcohol with like no real whiskey flavor to it.
Oh. Where'd you have that at? Not the house. Don't tell me the house.
I at my house, yes. But not this house. I won't buy it again. Literally, I wanted the drinking glasses, so I bought 2 bottles because they came with 1 glass. I was like, this is a neat-looking glass, and it's cheap. Needless to say, it was just as cheap.
So basically, you just paid for the glass, and the stuff that was in the bottles wasn't worth it.
Yeah, pretty much. I still have like at least 1 glass.
Ew.
No. She just asked if we still had any below under the sink. It's like, no, we don't. No, we don't.
It probably
at all.
belongs underneath the sink with the cleaners from what it
Oh,
sounds
don't
like
do
it tastes
shots of
like.
it. Shots are worse, but I would recommend doing shots over like mixing it. But yeah, don't do shots of it either. It's atrocious.
Wow.
Okay, so you know, like the cheap vodka that you would buy from that what is it? You go to Walmart or the gas station. It starts with, is it a Y or whatever? It's got the red label that always sits underneath on the bottom shelf. You know what I'm talking about?
What type is that?
It tastes like rubbing alcohol, though, right?
Oh, there's a lot of
Yeah,
kimchata. Yeah,
that's what it is. Okay, thank you. Which is really great.
that came from your better half.
Yeah, well, if you're doing Jello shots, that's the perfect one to use for Jello shots. Don't use Seagram's vodka; it overpowers the Jello. So if you're doing Jello shots, you want that kamchata or whatever. So take that and give it a light whiskey flavor, and that's what Canadian Club tastes like.
Ew.
Yeah. What that smells like mixed with a light whiskey flavor. Canadian whiskey, too. And we're not even talking like good whiskey. But what I don't understand is why
Canadian.
Look, okay,
what was the other one? The other Canadian one from years ago that I swore I'd never drink again.
Crown.
Shit. I gotta look here. I literally gotta look. There was one that I swore I'd never drink again.
Bud Light lemonade? Hey, whatever floats your boat. Bud Light lemonade. I just don't recommend that Bud Light cranberry seltzer thing. My wife was like, "I'll try it." It tasted like air freshener, like cranberry perfume.
Alexa, stop.
So yeah.
Canadian Mist.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Yeah. No.
Yes. Yes. Canadian
so
Mist was the one.
You've had Crown Apple, right? Crown Royal Apple, right?
Yeah. Crown
Okay.
Apple, definitely.
Okay,
Oh my God,
then-
yes.
Where's my pee?
And then
I'm
mix
still
it-
trying to get my hand on the peach.
Okay. So, but if you mix that with Coke, right? The Crown Apple and Coke, it tastes really amazing, right? The apple,
Yeah, it's not
Crown
bad at
Apple
all.
flavored
No.
Coke. Why has Coca-Cola not just made apple Coke?
You
They
know
make
what?
fucking mango Coke.
I like John's idea of putting that Crown Apple into coffee.
I just told him he mixed tequila, rose, and Coke together.
Oh yeah. Don't mix tequila, rose, and Coke. I would demonstrate if I still had any at the house.
Basically turns into like a Boilermaker or a cement mixer.
No,
A nasty cement mixer.
No. Have you ever mixed antifreeze and transmission fluid?
Well, that's what I'm talking about, is that coagulation type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's where it's like a cement mixer where you drop the Baileys and then you wind up going ahead and having to pound it quick before it all curdles.
Yeah. Well, okay, except it curdles way quicker.
Yeah.
As soon as the Coke hits the alcohol, it's already curdled. Yeah, it's already curdled at that point.
Okay, so if he's never going to touch Tequila Rose again, I bet you there's one other one I could list that he will never touch again.
Your face?
Triple
Okay,
sec.
she said your face.
Yeah, I know, but triple sec.
When it's mixed in the right drink.
When it's mixed in the right drink, but if you're drinking it straight.
Have I drank it straight? I don't know. I've drank triple sec straight.
I have before. And,
Look,
yeah, no, never again.
How many times have I drank with you that you're the one who told me I drank with you?
4, 5 times.
I rest my case. I couldn't obviously tell you what I drank.
Yep. I named it triple sec. Yes.
So my point being, I couldn't tell you what I drank. It could have been beer. It could have been freaking.
Two of the times were beer. 2 of the times you were actually putting whiskey in my hands.
I believe it, but I couldn't. I can't swear to
But
it.
I mean, it wasn't anything like. It was kind of laid back and everything. It wasn't like pressure or anything like that with it either. So I mean, it was like whatever.
The thing being, I was big on the Jameson 12-year at the time. To answer question in the comment, because it's YouTube and we are on the 13 and over, no people under the age of 13. We try to keep children away from the screen as much as possible. Children don't always listen, but
Yeah. I'm actually in the basement. They're all upstairs. I'm in my dungeon, what should be my Fortress of Solitude.
no,
But-
you need to move into the arms room.
Yeah, I need to do that. I need to move into the arms room.
But don't be a Nick. Do not be a Nick. Don't show your weapons behind you.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'll do is maybe in 3 weeks, let's say in 3 weeks, try and move into there because I got a whole bunch of gear in there and all that stuff's going to disappear in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the most.
How's it feel that you're about to be out of the army?
Huh?
How's it feel that you're about to be out of the army?
Actually scary to a degree, but liberating. Scary and liberating at the same time.
Stop and think. 16 years of your life. Joe Biden told you wasted it.
He's not the only one. Let's be fair here.
You wasted it because you're not willing to retire, but the reservist side, actually, I'm not seeing a benefit to retiring reserve.
There, if you're thinking pension wise, hell no with the reserves. Hell no. I mean, something coming in is better than nothing. But to be able to have those benefits too, yeah, okay, you do it. I mean, that's more for the benefits that you retire from the reserves and all. But at the same time, you got to wait for those as well.
So,
there's a lot of things going on. And there's a lot of things like personal things, even why I've decided to get out without the retirement stuff. And
the army changing for one.
The army's changed. The army's changed itself and its own mentality for sure. Everybody's aware of that.
Side note here. Yeah. I've noticed when I'm drinking, my fingers are starting to swell.
Really?
Yeah. I literally just had to peel my ring off because it's like indented into my finger.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, I've noticed that. So what that tells me is I need more liquor in my system. Obviously. Yeah. There's too much water in my system.
Take a fluid pill. The Army's changing their fitness test around completely to where, I haven't taken it, but I'll say that they
have a high failure rate.
The way it's designed and the way everybody has said it to me that's actually taken it, it's a little bit easier to pass, but it's dependent on your MOS. It's a hell of a lot harder to max it out. Now, I'm not a PT stud, so I really don't care on that. What concerns me is there is a hell of a lot more involving the shoulders and the knees. And in case nobody's aware, I've blown out both shoulders due to the Army, and the right knee is just completely trashed because of the Army as well. VA's still telling me I'll be lucky if I make it to 40 without a knee replacement. So
you'll be lucky to make it to 40 without a heart attack.
Actually, they told me with that one, I'm doing pretty good. All my blood work is like beautiful.
You're 6'8" though.
My blood pressure though is still good.
Well, but you have the same amount of blood in your 6'8" body as I do in my 5'11" body. The same amount.
Not much more, but a little.
My wife is 5'4" or something like that. I don't know. But you have the same. I know Yeah, you
I
have
know
the
I
same.
can bleed out faster. I'm sure of that.
Oh, right, but you have the exact same amount of blood in your body, pint-wise, as what everybody else does. And so your body is struggling to push that around, your heart itself, to push that blood flow around, because it's still the same general mass size. So
I don't know. I mean, I was told I probably have a little bit extra with my size. I mean, everybody varies just slightly.
right. But
With
I'm just
everything,
I'm giving
but,
a non.
but honestly, my heart does have to work against gravity to get blood to my brain more so than yourself.
Right. I'm not saying like.
I mean,
oh,
just
hey,
using that as
you
an
know,
example, got to counter gravity more than what you.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here playing doctor, being like, oh
No.
well, you got the exact to the milliliter.
No. Yeah,
of
but I mean,
blood,
it's
but,
it's
you know,
it's the fact of I mean, gravity has a higher effect on me because I'm taller. I mean, it's stupid science, but it's the truth.
that's why I just have to hit you in the knee once, and when you go down, I mean, when a Zach falls in the woods,
The other knee on a drill weekend. Anyhow,
when Zach falls in the woods because there's only another Zach around to hear it, did Zach fall?
did
I don't
Zach
know.
make a noise when he fell?
I don't know. I called 811. I got a dig permit. It doesn't matter.
Called 811, and then on top of it, wound up going ahead and throwing off the seismology monitors in the area.
That's why you just time it with all the other earthquakes.
Oklahoma? Oh, wait, what?
Well, I mean, or just time it, I guess, when Amtrak derails.
Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah, I mean, no, not necessarily too soon.
Yeah,
because, I mean, it would set off a lot of different pieces of equipment across the world.
Run through this stuff. I'll be back here in a second.
All right. So, don't be afraid to hit the notification bell to know when we go live. Hit like. If you like the video, leave us comments. We do feed off the comments. I think we've proven that to you there, John, that we can go ahead and feed off the comments, even though his computer screen's a little bit fucked up right now. It's cracked and all, and he can't really see the comments unless I point them out and he clicks on the area there. Subscribe, share us. Go ahead and use the hashtag Don't Be a Dick. Don't be afraid to use that same hashtag. Follow us on Facebook at the Jaggers Juxtaplooza. We have official merchandise at cafepress.com/Jaggers Juxtaplooza. Coffee mugs, because you're going to be wanting to drink hot chocolate here soon. We're getting into that type of weather where you're going to want your hot chocolate. You're going to want it in a quality mug with our logo and our statements and everything, and even the hashtag Don't Be a Dick on it. Hoodies as well. Sweaters. No, we don't have sweaters, but we have hoodies, sweat jackets, everything else.
Do we have splitters? Because I'm pretty sure you just said splitters.
Did I really?
I think you might have. But
yeah. And we also have the pineapple shirt stuff too, don't we?
We do.
We do, yes. So you can go ahead
somewhere in the laundry. Like, I haven't found mine. I've got my Yak shirt on today, as you've probably seen as I stand up. So, but apparently my wife's getting messages while she can't respond to any of them while she's trying to dye her hair. Her hands, she just came out. She's like, I need a towel. So I had to go grab a towel out of the freaking dryer, and her hands are just coated in freaking.
Are those messages saying how much of an idiot I am at times?
I don't know. I'm not reading messages. I just said, I'm getting messages and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I can't. Like, literally, she's like, because she's been putting freaking.
She's getting it out of her hair right now.
Yeah, whatever she's doing in there, like her hair, she's already had like coated freaking arm. I've got to freaking, clean the kitchen floor even. Like, it's just.
Yeah, before it looks like an old blood stain.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it looks definitely like when she uses any sort of red, it looks like somebody murdered in my bathroom.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, have you watched any of that the Casual Criminalist YouTube channel?
No,
I'm
no,
not gonna-
I haven't.
I'm
But
not gonna throw out-
you're not the only one who's brought that up to me here recently.
He did one. This one's real messed up. It's the first one they've done that was like a two-parter, and it's on the Jennings 8 in Jennings, Louisiana. And like he's trying to figure out, like, because he's from the UK and he's living in Czech Republic, but he's trying to figure out, like, why the fuck is there so much French in Louisiana? Like all this, it's a bunch of French. I don't know what's going on. But this, oh my God, so much corruption in the local government that they still haven't like busted the people who murdered these 8 people, if not more.
Oh wow.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's definitely like you're looking at like 2 to 3 hours of your life, but it's definitely like worth it.
Wow.
Yeah, because I mean, we're talking like mad corruption. Like, if any of this information is even slightly true, and some of it people have been charged for, like the police officers, it's like, oh, they got, allowed to stay on the force and a $10,000 fine for like embezzling freaking money and stuff out of the evidence lockers.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad. Yeah. And
I'll be right back.
This is from like the early 2000s too. So
Yeah. Go ahead and talk about that for a minute. I'll be right back.
I mean, literally, if I went into our normal stuff during a walkaway, we wouldn't. He literally just did it, so it would be pointless. But so definitely anything that's the Simon Whistler does is generally pretty good. I mean, even the ones that are a little there's still a lot of research, and he does a good job putting it out there. I like his work. Obviously, he doesn't like my channel because I'm not big enough for somebody like him. But it is what it is. So he probably went off to use the bathroom. So, but
I don't know if you want to end show early tonight.
But yeah, so he's gone still. and still. Did he run to the bathroom? Is he getting a drink? I'm not sure what's going on here. Just, keep talking about that show too. Nobody, yeah, you have viewers, but it's still, this was a back and forth conversation. But no, he just wants to wander off. And still be wandered off. The worst part is where he's got his computer set up. If he did run to the bathroom, we'll all know because it will run right through that main drain right back there because he doesn't mute his microphone. Down to one viewer now. Getting nothing in the comments. I can't respond to those.
I was told Amy to name one second.
Still not there. We need viewers to push that the other Zac gets a social media for the channel, similar to like the Instagram. Because there's no reason that he doesn't. He has a PlayStation 4 in that house too. I don't know why we're not trying to merge channel things. I know some other people who Twitch stream, and we could easily have some like multiple PlayStation onto YouTube thing.
Everybody else is going to bed upstairs. Oh. Okay.
She said what?
KK.
Oh my God. Apparently my sister's playing Animal Crossing because she's going on about KK. I don't know.
Okay.
KK Slider is the dog on Animal Crossing, which my 5-year-old pronounces Animal Frosting.
It's cute.
She's like, I want Animal Frosting. I want Animal Frosting.
Oh, no.
What's the bedding for Christmas? The Animal Frosting bedding. I'm like, what? You know, Animal Crossing.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty priceless.
Well, they were saying we weren't going to get any rain, and now all of a sudden it's showing that we're going to be getting rain tonight. Wonderful.
So what do we have to do to get you to finally get an Instagram? I'm trying to wind this show down in the next 5 minutes.
I'm trying to figure it out too.
It takes no real fucking effort.
I gotta. Yeah, this coming week here.
No. You literally. Okay. I will give you.
Let me rephrase. No, let me say what I was supposed to say. This coming week here, I'm not actually training anybody. I gotta get the phone replaced tomorrow.
If my wife just makes it for you, would that work?
No, I'll go ahead and I'll get one pieced together some way.
You've been telling me that for 26 plus episodes.
Damn it.
26 plus episodes. Does my wife need to just make one for you? And then you merge it to your Facebook?
No.
Or do it separately?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do it separately. I did create a different email account so that way I can do that.
Okay, so literally, on your computer, as soon as we're done with this show, you go on, you set up your Instagram, Uncle Pineapple.
Well, the thing is everything's on this that I would use for it, and I can't use this.
Well, you know the email, right?
Yes, but at the same time, it's one of those things like, fuck, what do? You know?
You set up the Instagram, Uncle Pineapple Instagram.
I can see you doing that, Uncle Pineapple.
I would if you don't do it. I will set you up an Instagram, and it will be Uncle Pineapple. But I don't see why you wouldn't do it.
Oh my God!
You got a kick out.
That has some weird connotations to it. I think
you thought it was cute. And she is damn insistent. Uncle Pineapple lives in Pennsylvania.
It is cute.
So
it is
you're
cute.
stuck with that moniker, so you might as well just own it.
She goes, oh, okay.
You know, I'm going to wind up having to get a pineapple tattoo at some point.
Do what?
I'm going to have to get a pineapple tattoo at some point just because it's pointless.
As soon as you're out of the army, be one of those little, I can't say the word on YouTube, but to get it tattooed behind your ear.
Yeah, no.
Get it in your ear. Get a pineapple in your ear, like just an outline of a pineapple.
No.
Or you could look like the real moron and get it tattooed in your lip.
No.
So you pull your lip down.
No, not doing that.
I mean, you can get it done to your eyeball.
To where when I shut my eyes and pineapples.
No. I mean, literally on your eyeball. No, because I met this guy. He literally got a bee sting on his eyeball. Not like around it, like right in the white of his eye.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, he's running around with an eye patch because of this crap. So
yeah, there's actually people who have tattooed the white of their eyes, and something with that just tells me hell no.
I know, right?
Because what if that needle slips just slightly too far?
Or what? Yeah,
I mean, mainly that one there. You're going to be permanently blind.
How many times have you had your tattoo artist stoned out their mind and you don't realize it till they started tattooing?
I've only got the one still, believe it or not.
What, tattoo?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I still only have that one.
I've only got one tattoo as well.
Huh?
I only have one tattoo as well.
So, I mean, I need to
all this that you see, this clean skin, that's all tattoo. It's one solid white tattoo.
I want to say something, but it's not YouTube friendly. Anyhow, anyways,
how do you think I Donald Trump it up? Tattoo the orange to me randomly.
Oh God.
Look, I'm sorry if you can't make fun of the guy, whether you like his politics or don't like his politics. Like the funny's funny. I wish people didn't have the double standard. That's what really bothers me. I don't care if you liked him or hated him. You can't double standard where you say, well, what he did was worse than what was done in 2016, where they literally are like, well, the Russians helped him steal the election. And then, Trump goes later. He's like, and the Democrats stole the election. It's like, you guys always say this. Like, look at the hanging Chad in 2000. All right. It doesn't end ever. It doesn't matter which side you're on. It's always that
somebody else's fault. Yeah.
Nobody likes to lose. I mean,
no.
And when you put a bunch of narcissists up on stage, then you want them to, concede. They're gonna wait till the last fucking minute.
Yep. Oh,
but I guess.
It'll be. To go back to your whole thing with me leaving the military, Pearl Harbor Day, ironically. I didn't even realize my contract was set up that way. So, I mean, that's rather fitting, kind of remembering.
No, it actually just means that you enlisted on the 8th.
Yeah.
That's all it means.
I mean, it's just really freaking ironic, though, that how the cookie crumbled there. But anyways,
when mine ended, they literally go, oh, we screwed up on the date, and it's actually this date. I was like, how does that even make sense?
Stop loss?
No.
So, where it's going to be relieving of as well is I could give more of a political opinion then.
Right.
After.
That YouTube allows, but we will cross that bridge here shortly. But like I said, I was trying to wrap this up. We're about a couple minutes past because I've got children that are going to be using the Facebook portal to call their cousin and whatnot. So they need the big TV, and I don't have an office yet.
You're good.
So, no, yeah. But don't be afraid to use that hashtag Don't Be a Nick. You can follow us on the Facebook at Jaggers Juxtaplooza. You can follow me on Instagram at MPJags. You can follow the other Zach at.
Don't forget our official merchandise at cafepress.com/Jaggers Juxtaplooza. With the cooler weather, grab yourself a hoodie. Go ahead and hit that like button, smash the subscribe button. If words weren't so damn hard, hit the notification bell so that way you know when we go live and whenever we post something. Yeah, I'm messing up horribly at this point, so I'll let it go back to you.
How drunk are you? Leave your comments down below.
6-pack.
Leave your comments down below, and we tried to respond to our comments. You can leave comments after this video is already no longer live, and we will still do our best to read them because we get emails, because you can email us as well. It's in the description below.
Have a good evening.
Later.